All right. I'd like to welcome everybody to my new live stream. I am completely blindly recording now. I don't see myself. I'm making the share links available now for our viewers. This is going to be the final version. There was actually, I'd say, a rough draft that was done a couple days ago on Tuesday, where I announced that BrickBuilder 711 is now TolgaEastCoast. I'm going to go over that and all the details, and nobody's viewing this. I don't want to talk to a wall. Oh, there we go. Iron Rex is here. Hello, Iron Rex. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, these numbers are very inaccurate on YouTube. I'm just gonna get talking. So, welcome to the umpteenth live stream that I've ever the talking wall. Umpteenth live stream that I've ever done. Today's drink is a Sifo wild cherry sparkling water. Tastes like soda, but has no calories, no fat, no sodium, no sugar, nada. Thank you, the compliment. And it's bottled in Leesburg, Florida, so Florida Central, actually Florida Northern Territory. I was intrigued when I went to Virginia for the summer research trip, and I went to Wawa and purchased plenty of Deer Park sparkling water. Their cherry flavor is very delicious. Tastes like you're drinking cherry Coke, but there's absolutely no sugar, nothing that you don't want to have in your system. Anyway, couple announcements. So for those of you that don't know by now, BrickBuilder 711 has rebranded into TolgaEastCoast. Oh, why do you say feed a dog sparkling water? And with that, a couple special new features. First of all, a change to the very corny royalty-free music that has been playing in my channel for the last 4 years. Since there is a label that I found thanks to what was ironically a Lego video, a speed build of the new cargo train. I fell in love with a song at around the 12-minute mark of the new cargo train. They were building a blue crane, and it played a very EDM trappy song by Lund. It's called Let Go, and that was a really killer song. So I searched it up. I found that their label, which is Frequency, is completely copyright free. So you could definitely share their music, and I'm going to give them all the plugging that they would ever want. They have my full support on all content going forward, and there's not much more to it. And that music is playing. I'm sure maybe right now it's a little bit more noticeable. Right now, the song that's playing is Not Afraid by Matt Rison, and it's a really nice track. Hello, Skynet. Welcome to the live stream. Today is a little bit more channel news. If you were here on Tuesday, it's going to be very similar, but there are lots of added content. I have a couple surprises. So this will not only cover the Lego end of things, but also it will cover HO scale. I will show some of my newest items and newest plans. Beyond the Bricks, yes, I watched the entire series of Beyond the Bricks at Jang's house, and that has actually inspired some of the changes. When Jang said that he has separate channels for separate topics, that kind of pushed me to create the new channel. And don't forget to subscribe. The channel's address is www. Well, I'm not able to have a YouTube ID, a user ID for that yet. So it has that alphanumeric code. But I'm gonna look for it right now and send you the link in the pinned comment. The new channel name is MiamiBrickbuilder. How much of a doozy? It's not far from the original name, BrickBuilder 711, but very much an identifier of where we are, what geographic area we're in. All right, Skynet, you have a good night. This live stream will be available for public viewing in the morning. Hey, yes, rail fanning is always the best content. Let's see what I can do here. No, I cannot pin it. I could remove it, but that's not what I want to do. And there's Ian, who is the proud new owner of a very surplus Lego fleet. So I'm going to be showing those cards for their last hurrah to this live stream. He has purchased half of my Rock Train fleet and a box car that I had built some 11 years ago. Lego City with HO scale engines? No, they don't go together. Lego is too much. It's too immaculate. It's very very simplified. HO is a little bit more detail and more rich and cut. Well, it's more earth toned. Now I've seen attempts to model that. Todd Thuma did a diorama for San Diego. What was it? No, it wasn't San Diego. There was a Comic-Con or a Disney event in San Diego. Hey, Chris, your dreams crushed. Like, no, don't feel that way. It's always a possibility it can be explored. You might see interlocking between the two. Maybe I'll talk with the Ecos guys and have my Brightline set sitting on display at Pinecrest and Harvest this year as a promotion of the Lego hobby, maybe a teaser of a future display next year. So, hey Nate, welcome to the live stream. First order of business is a rolling stock that is going to be in Ian's possession from effective today. I'm not going to disclose any further details, but just what the rolling stock is. The first one is, this is actually a little bit heavy. It's a 3-bay cylindrical pressure differential covered hopper. The fake bays are not, the fake hopper bays are kind of crooked. I had to repair that today. So each car went in for their last round of maintenance. Power Functions is not really that cheap, so just look around on Bricklink or eBay. Second-handed if you have to. So I'm being completely crazy. I'm probably being stupid enough to get rid of the old old couplers and the old bogies, but that's fine. I have so many of them. If I'm willing to part with them, I'm parting with them for a reason. And I just want to clean house and make sure these cars end up in good hands, because I don't want to go through the trouble of sorting them, parting them out. I feel like I've enjoyed all these cars, and they've reached their personal life. So now they're going to get new owners, and actually the whole tradition is going to keep going forward. So this was designed. This was supposed to be. This is where it gets a little bit funny. It was supposed to be one of those tubs that go to like Titan or C-Mex on the South Florida locals, but it was built too long. So it's probably one of the longer, probably closer to a 5660, the ones that BLMA and Atlas released. So it's like a hybrid, but it's a very nice car. It'll make for some great running. The second one is actually a 2-pack. Second round of cars. Conrad Yelvington or any rock service that you can name. These are 4-bay classic Trinity or throttle hoppers, and very nice detail. I'm reviewing my own product. I'm basically like anti-reviewing right now. It's like I'm reviewing a product I'm about to get rid of instead of a product that I'm about to purchase, that I've purchased. So this was the only one that has this consistent. Just a heads up for Ian. I've run out of these, I don't know what you call them, convex 2x2 double slopes. I don't know if Lego has a perfect, well, if they're making a ton of Hogwarts Express, it's not out of the realm of possibility for them to make Polar. I'm sure one year they're going to get around to licensing them at the rate that they're going. I wouldn't rule it out. So basically any sort of double convex roof piece has been used, but at least it does not destroy the illusion at all. These cars are meant for running. I mean, I don't think you can get much play value out of them in general. So this one right here is the CYXX hoppers. CSX took on actually Conrad Yelvington took on the lease of these back in the day. They still run these around, but I feel like it's an excess for me. These are all surplus for me. I had a total up to today. I had a total of 8 rock hoppers, 3 Florida Rock, 5 Yelvington pool. I'm keeping 2 Yelvington, 3 Florida Rock. These 3, these 2 are exactly the same, so it's really kind of pointless to show another one again. I'm retaining, yeah, the underbody. Yeah, exactly. It's like type of thing where you cannot tell more than 3 feet away. Small details. Forgive me, it's really hot. I need to be refreshed. I need to be hydrated. I'm retaining 2 Yelvington hoppers, which one of them is going to be a yellow and gray PMRX, and the other one's going to be the beige and black traditional. That has a little bit of a sentimental feeling to it. I've designed a Conrad Yelvington hopper in 2006. Let me see if I can dig it up from Brickshelf. I'll post a link to the image on the chat. Should not be a far cry. It could be under city and town. Yeah, there's a picture of it. You have to look very carefully here. Link's going to be posted right now. So that link is the original version. It was parted out in about 2008, 2009, and then in 2013 went on LDD, made a redesign using the new Erlings, because back then we had to use, this was my go-to. It was a 1x1 Technic brick with a pin with a stud. So that was the way. But right now Lego calls it an illegal technique, because what will happen is if you do studs not on top technique with this, you're going to have a very almost unnoticeable offset. See if I can, it's very microscopic. But it's like maybe less than a millimeter. But that can really affect structural integrity of your builds. So when they came out with the Erling in 2010, I can show some of the engines, not all of them, because 2 of them are stored in the display case permanently. Actually, 3 of them. Well, maybe I can pull them out. So I'll pull 1 Gevo, Pink Lady, and SD40 and the CSX power, just for you guys. So when they released the Erling in 2010, became the better option anyway. I mean, you want to have, you don't want, because if you were to just do 1 connection with this piece, the parts would be free to rotate, but not anymore with this. It's a solid stud connection, and I need to remind myself to at least clean the slight dust out of this, because yeah, these cars have accumulated a little bit of dust, but they're great runners. Ian's going to be so happy. I'm very confident they're going to look great, especially hoping that he takes these to North Carolina Lego Users Group and gives these a good run. And the last car is a 2008 custom. I built this as an extension for the Cargo Train's box car. I kept the decals and the doors, the classic doors. But obviously in 2018, I don't really need these anymore. I built myself some played-out cars. Still a very nice car. I've taken it to all the shows since 2008. So, and they've run alongside the played-outs. So played-out box cars like the High Cube Gunderson T-boxes, which, by the way, I'm struggling to build one right now. It's just I'm very lazy. This is going to be a Gunderson 60-foot T-box eventually. It's been like this for almost 2.5 years, so it's been sitting kind of abandoned for the whole long time. Why don't you use studs inside of your hopper so you can fill them? Oh, big issue. Oh well, the thing is, there is a way to improvise it where you don't have to fill all the way. You could like put a bed layer and just, well, one thing is I don't want to lose studs at train shows. 2, I don't have enough studs to cover all 5 hoppers. And 3, I think it might be a weight factor. Just, I mean, it's not too heavy doing this. So that's why I just go with a pre-designed load. And it's removable too, by the way. Let me show you guys. You can tell I've really had a thing for these. Don't worry, Ian, you're getting that piece. I mean, it exposes an inside that may not look too pretty, but functionality is there. Loads are removable, and you get to enjoy these cars loaded and empty. So if you go to train show in North Carolina that has this, or an NMRA somewhere in the Southeast, you may find these cars. An NS E16 in L gauge. We have, so I'm going to honor the request to see the locomotives from Iron Rex. The total fleet right now is 7 locomotives. Actually, I'm sorry, it's 6. Not counting Brightline. Brightline Siemens Chargers make it 8. First one I'll be showing is the Florida East Coast 822. Let me set this gently down. Have I had any big disasters at train shows? Look at my YouTube channel and see. You might find one. From Fort Myers in February. Check that one out. You hear it happening. You don't see it happening, but you hear it. So there you go. Florida East Coast 822. It's a ES44C4, but it sits on 4 axles because of the ridiculously tight turning radius. Model has accumulated a little bit of dust. I have serviced it to remove all power functions capabilities. So it's aside from the 9-volt motor here, it's a vegetable. Thank you. I like that compliment. It looks like a real set. Yeah, it's professionally built. Very unorthodox techniques all over. I've actually cut some string, and I've cut the hoses to make them fit the length. Yep, thank you, Charizard. Payback Charizard is back. Thank you for that comment. Motor used to come in here, feed into an IR receiver here. That got covered up. Then there would be no battery box. It would just wire. It would feed wire all the way to either a reefer or something, or a well car that had the battery box. So that's that. That's the Jivo. Next up, is the Pink Lady. Hello, Florida Rail Fan 42. Welcome to my live stream. 425. And I believe it has made a cameo on a national train show video from Orlando. Somebody did film it, sitting in the yard. 425 was built in 2016 as well. Do I have that in HO form? No, I have the Jivos in HO, but I do not have these in HO. Yeah, this was built fall of 2016, October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Perfect timing. FEC received these units in real life in 2013. Oh, I don't know about any accidents. It might have been. So has all this detail, and it's storage. It's on storage right now. It was always 9-volt powered. In fact, it did have a few miles at the JIF lug display in Tampa. Oh, and it's missing a piece. Let me try to get that. I'm going to show you guys some CSX power. And this goes right here, like that. Ish. I really don't know. I mean, it's segmented because these are not very easy to come by. I don't think hose was very cheap. But yeah, what I like is that I purchased a grab bag back in 2012, and it had one of these pink 1x4 curved bows. So clearly something was meant to happen here. These were purchased through Bricklink, similar means. Yeah, I think Bricklink for the rest of it. Pick a Brick for a lot of it. That's that. I don't know where my ES44s are. They don't seem to be where they're supposed to be. Well, yeah. Really a lot. Next model is not on display. It's another champion. Thanks, Charizard. It's another. Oh, it's missing a piece. That's okay. 714 missing its rear pilot, and it's missing another. Looks like it's missing another detail here, but that's fine. I mean, you guys can kind of picture what it looks like. I don't know. That looks like I did a bad here, but 714 has it improvises 4 axles as well. It has like 4 fake axles, but it has the look and feel of an SD40 with like the extended body here. It's built very similar to the Maersk train, with of course the personal creative license. I don't use a ridiculous pattern of grill pieces here and here. I just went simple. So a lot of creative license, and then of course the exhaust stack here. So yeah, it's a cool locomotive, and oddly enough, I went with the 3-stud version. I don't think there are arches available in pink, and I'm not going to pay an egregious amount of money to get those. So that's that. Let's try to get you some CSX power. And of course, I dropped it. The front wheel, the front truck does not like to sit, does not play very well. So this is another one off. Hello, Moises. How are you? Yeah, the FEC ones, noses look very rough on the EMDs when they should be a lot smoother, but there's not much of a cure for that. Oh man, no, this is full of broken pieces. Try to recover those for the sake of this live stream. I'll be right back. And to attest to why the CSX is kind of disheveled is because when I consolidated for Plant City, I only brought one box of trains. This was back in March, so I just brought freight cars and the CSX power. So this is CSX 3069 ES44AH. The 3173 is also around, but I'm not going to show it because it's the same thing. ES44AH, second version, built 2000, originally designed in 2014, rebuilt 2016 the first time, and then it was 15, and then rebuilt again in 2017. This was when Hurricane Irma came. I remember that pretty well. Unfortunately, due to the JIFLUG founder's passing, I made it its own Spirit unit, so Spirit of Robin Werner up here, as a very subtle touch. 43 studs, same dimensions as the FEC. I never made a Lego. I've made occasional attempts at a tri-rail, but it's just too tough to make. The nicest pile of plastic this side of the Mississippi. Well, thank you. Stickers all disheveled. These units were involved in a wreck in February, and also its sister unit was involved in a wreck last year at Gold Coast. So 3069 here. So this guy and the other CSX remain powered with power functions, and they will be the only operating freight locomotives going forward for me at a train show. I'm going to consolidate it down to either a CSX pair or a Brightline consist, like up there. Oh yeah, I did run Lego at Gold Coast for like 2 years, but unfortunately, conflicting priorities kind of made me want to keep my stuff at home and not bother every weekend going for playtime, because people like me don't have time for that. Comes at a premium. This mock was completed in time for the 4th of July holiday. If you watched my previous botched stream, I displayed this. This is a CSX 50-foot Pullman boxcar. Very subtle level of detail. I did not even do any underbody. I don't think anyone's going to even notice any underbody or the lack thereof. Took advantage of some 4x6 plates and 1x4 tiles that I got, which were supposed to go to intermodal containers, but because of the changes to the Lego hobby, which I'll be discussing, that's going to be the more or less, there will be fewer containers than were intended. So that leaves us with a surplus of dark blue, which leaves us with easy models like this. And I'd like to thank Green Ninja for following this channel on Instagram. If he's on this live stream, I have a feeling it could be related. That's that. That's the CSX. Leave. One more special feature for you guys. My graffitied Tropicana reefers. Now I'm missing a coupler for this one. This one has the Greater Florida Lego Train Club sticker on it. And I'd like to thank David Glenn from Jiffline. Missing a grab iron detail, but that's fine. I'd like to thank David Glenn for supplying me these wonderful Tropicana stickers. Reporting marks, I did design those myself using Futura font, because that's what's on the cars. Very Freight Car America-ish. You know, these are Trincool rebuilds. And you can already see, unfortunately, that there is a lot of yellowing going on. But in real life, all the cars are yellowed. America, yeah. All the cars are yellowed in real life, so it's not an unrealistic detail. And this one is not the tender for the batteries that I used to supply. Let me actually put this back on. Thank you, Charizard. I'm gonna have a small intermission, bathroom break. Be right back in like a minute. Shorts. What's on my shorts. Let's quiz you guys. It's a lot of something. It moves. It's got wheels. Let's see who can guess it correctly. And I have done videos of me using that item in the past on this channel. But you'd have to dig really deep to find those. No dolphins. No wrecking ball. No. Keep guessing. No, I'll just tell you right now to keep the live stream going. It is a huge pattern of bicycles. It's a lot of bicycles. I've done bike fanning in the past. I've chased trains using a bicycle. All right, so now you hear Lego bricks. So that does mean it's time to build something. So what's in this pick a brick cup is very small. Yeah, I don't know which one was the closest. Not many pieces, so it's going to be very quick. Should take no more than 15 minutes to build. Oh, there's a power troubled croissant. Okay. This was supposed to go to MiamiBrickbuilder, but since I saw absolutely no viewers on that live stream for like 2 minutes, I was like, it's pointless. I'd rather just do it on this one and then share the channel. So as a reminder, don't forget to subscribe to MiamiBrickbuilder if you want to see Lego stuff in the future. Lego store that this comes from, it could be any one of 3 stores, either Aventura, Sawgrass, or Orlando. So the set that I'm going to build is 7890. It's the city ambulance from 2006 to answer the need for more public services. Yeah, Aventura could be. To answer the need for, because I have a lot of city vehicles and a lot of unaccounted for stuff. So I parted this. I don't know why. But I feel like having emergency services in the city is always good. So for future displays like the Tampa show, the Plant City show, wherever JIFLA gets to go, having an ambulance as maybe not the happiest thing ever, it still serves a very realistic need. I do not have any minifigs compiled for this, so I'm just going to build a vehicle. 114 pieces, so it's going to be very fast. It's nothing compared to the Brightline builds. That was torture. 8 hours of non-stop building. That was something. This is at least nice. Even some of the parts still retain the original decals. Yeah. So it's nice. It feels like I'm building a new set, but in reality, I'm just rebuilding it. Wow, you can even see the decal. Yeah, there's the thicker pieces. So what's nice about this is that as you can see by the pieces that I have on hand, and this one I'm not going to be using. It's yellowed, so I chose a replacement. That's probably the one from the set. What's nice about the pieces here is that there's no juniorization whatsoever. You built the cafe corner. Yeah, that was, I remember that one. I built the downtown diner. It took me 7 hours to do that one, but it wasn't continuous. There was breaks. All right, Charizard, you have a good night. Thanks for coming to the live stream, Charizard. Brightline sets sitting, and I did it in 2 shifts. It really took probably 16. No, it took some 14 hours to crack the whole thing together. Siemens charges were 6 hours, and the coaches were 8 hours. In Cafe Corner, it took like 15 hours for me. It was crazy. So I'm going to do the split screen thing here. I wish I could screen share, but I don't know how to do it on YouTube, and that's okay. I don't really have to. All right, Iron Rex. Oh, darn, I actually downloaded the PDF, so I'll just delete the duplicate and just open it. Oops, wrong instructions. I have the instructions for the BNSF. $7.99 for the ambulance. I don't remember paying that little. I think it was like $12.99. So first things first is a stretcher with the I think it's defibrillator or something. So it looks something like this. All right, Iron Rex, you have a great night. So I'm going rail fanning in a few days. I'm not going to say where. You guys will have to find the videos to figure that one out. So the defibrillator and the stretcher is done. That was the easiest thing ever. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the 4x10 plate. So yeah, everybody could see it's looks like camera angle's perfect this time. The RRP. Yeah, maybe. Oh no, I have to build another accessory. Yeah, it's a cheap set, and best part is it's not juniorized. Yeah, so ...2006 was a pretty bipolar year for City. They released the cargo train, and they released a lot of nice construction sets, but they also released a lot of garbage that year too. And among that garbage was these giant juniorized airplanes. It was just so not entertaining. I don't know how those things were able to even sell. So this one's supposed to be a 4x10, but I don't have it, so. Selling for the next best option. Pair of 2x10s. But eventually they're going to be interlaced anyway. Buy a pair of 2x2 plates in red. Yeah, I hate those too. The passenger trains. Oh yeah, the plants. That's actually pretty cool. The sustainable elements, and they apparently feel no different. I don't think they smell any different. Yeah, and if the memory is drawn, these are the instructions that are awful to follow. They say that you cannot even see the black pieces properly with this instructions. Yeah, 60051 is toyish, but actually 60051 is the least is the least of the bad. I don't mind that one. Let's see, I might be able to put like 4x2 tiles inside just to like contain the small little issue. This is a neat little set. Lots of 1x6 plates. It's actually exhausted my collection. It clearly just feels like they had a limited palette. I think they use the same pool of pieces. Oh yeah, the new city hospital actually looks really nice. I ain't even kidding. That's a set that I would actually invest in. So I'll just put a 2x2 tile like here just to like help contain the situation. Looks like it's calling for a 1x4 plate up here. And then the drivers, they love to use blue. And it's amazing how these are barely rainbow mocks. All the new sets, they change up the color. They offer like a lot of pieces in random colors just to satisfy just to make it easier to build. Yeah, it's a very simple build. It's traditional, it's classic. I like it. Carries a classic town vibe, but just in 6 wide. Like that, it's all coming together. It's holding up just fine too with the 2x10s. So there's really no integrity, no structural integrity lost. This part's pretty cool. Most of the Lego comes from Bricklink or Lego brand retail. There has been offers from Lugbulk, where you get to order with a Lego recognized Lego users group, but that program has been deeply restricted for all the wrong reasons. This is not detailed to front. It's very rudimentary here. This was before the newer pieces came out, so it's very old school. It's a very tiny ambulance, but it's nice. Definitely worth the pleasure of bringing this back, you know. Oh, whoops, I screwed this one up. Doors go here. Surprised you're not using a 2x8. I mean 6x8. I mean, that seems like the better part. I just want to keep the stretcher side removable. These tiles are probably newer than the set because I did find a whole bunch of them on Pick-a-Brick. I can guess what goes here too. That was so hard, guys. So difficult. Took forever. Somehow I only took out one of these. I'll look for the other one. Let me skip this piece. Yeah, that was very fast completion. Let's see, I can close this now. So there's your ambulance. It's just a random piece. See if I can find relevant figures. I'll just, for the heck of it, I'll get a soccer player. You gotta have someone in the driver's seat too. A paramedic. Hey, Scootering, welcome to the live stream. I'm just decking out this rebuilt ambulance. Oops. Actually, I think it goes this way. Probably this will go up the front. I'll do this. I'll just stick this underneath. No, that will not work. I'll just stick it in for the sake of sticking it in. Whatever. Wow, that's kind of a low seat. How the heck is the guy gonna drive this thing, you know? Maybe they position the arm so he gives a frantic look. All right, that's the last time I'm going to be shown playing with toys on this channel. There's your ambulance. Welcome, James Lee. I mean, there's also the grown-up toys. I'm going to show those right now. Fresh in the mail from Intermountain, actually from some random model train store, Midwest Model. Yeah, I don't think these are from Ready to Roll trains, but these are NS Beth Guns. I'm building up an NS Coal train, Ian. It's gonna have. I'm gonna actually purchase these very expensive Athearn Ready to Roll cars too. And I have not only one, not two, not three, 4 of these guys. And in the mail today, not quite BLMA, but damn close to it. NS Top Gun, and I'll probably produce a review of this very soon. Yeah, exactly. It counts. Using their inherited tooling. So far the train's at 5 cars. I'd like to make it 10, 15, 20, 30 cars. I really like their Norfolk export trains, the ones that go through to Lambert's Point. Those are really nice. So hopefully I get the BLMA Top Guns and I get these Freight Car America cars, and then I'll be stacked. Yeah, you were up in Lynchburg too, so that was like doubly beneficial to you. Yeah, hopper trains. Unfortunately, all my luck is with my luck. I've only seen hopper trains. I haven't caught any loads on NS. Believe it or not, I've had better luck on CSX. I had better luck in the RF&P catching a loaded train going north to Sealston than on any NS track. Even though I have seen their coal cars on the FEC. You're right. Plus, when we were at the Roanoke area, we were close to the Christiansburg and the Pulaski district, so no chance to go over to the Whitethorn. I've been to discount trains and I've only left there disappointed. They're not that impressive. I don't know why. It's just poorly managed, unfortunately. So I'll just store this away in some overflow bin. I have a few train bases I'll probably put up for sale soon. What store do I like? Ready to Roll. And I've been outside of the state. I've been to the big Choo Choo store up in Salisbury. Yeah, the NS trains are awesome for that. You get to see like all these different versions. And the Conrail cars, I've seen a couple too. Oh, really? Right now in Folkestone? Yeah, the little choo-choo shop. That's what it's called. That's a good store. I bought my UMax. My first UMax is there. They were just the last ones hanging, and Paul Mathis went absolutely nuts when he saw me holding those. He'd be like, "How much will you sell me those for?" Oh, New Haven line's great. Anywhere north is always great. I'm kind of over FEC and CSX down here. I love FEC, but I really want to explore. And also, Chuck's Trains in Landis by the NS Main, they had seaboard containers up until this year. When I told Bob Glendening about the seaboard containers, he basically cleaned them out. It only took 3 years. Yeah, Brightline makes things a little exciting. I'm a Brightline fan. Yeah, Bob is like infamous, notorious. But he's such a great modeler. He does a lot of scratch builds, a lot of hoppers. Yeah, Trevor's boring. That's true. No argument there. So many dang containers. Unfortunately, Atherton is not announcing anything for the end of July, so there goes my hope for new Crowleys. I really want 45-foot Crowleys, but those things are so bloody expensive and rare nowadays. Rudy got the last ones from Chuck's, so I've been a little SOL with Crowley. I only have two 40-foots from Walthers, and they don't even look right. There's something weird with them. So there's also this event. I'm going to send the link to you guys. Let me see, October 11th, 12th, and 13th. And the NMRA Southeast region is going to be in Plant City in October. Let me see how the registration is. Probably going to do one day. Wow. So the NMRA Southeast Sunshine region is going to be having an event in Plant City, a 3-day convention. Oh yes, I agree with what Ian just said. I'm gonna try to do this. Let's see. What sucks for me is that October 11th and 12th are university days. I have to be at school. 12th is my mother's birthday, and then the 13th is Saturday. Is probably what I can go to. I cannot even make it to the prototype tour. What a shame. Good. That's actually going to make things a little bit more affordable for this convention. Timed out. I do apologize for the sudden breaks. I'm just trying to, I'm actually reading something. All right. So for Ian, the cars are going to be packed soon. Thank you very much. If anybody wants to deprive me of more Lego, you're welcome to let me know. Whatever I want to, whatever I feel is a surplus is for sale at the right price. And you might have heard that phrase before. We're at an hour and 2 minutes, so I'm about to get really busy on some other things, so including possibly scratch building these NS cars. So, well, not scratch building, but actually building the kit. So I think it's a good time to call the live stream. Thank you guys for making it a fun evening, and I will see you guys soon. Look out for rail fanning. I will be in various places. If you wish to continue the live stream, just let me know right now. Last ditch, last chance. But I think I'm going to cut it off right now. And live stream the HO kit builds. You know what? I'm willing to do that. I'm really willing to do that after a small 10-minute break. I mean, I'm not going to sit in front of a computer for 5 hours straight. I have a few hours left in me. I guess what it really is going to boil down to is whether there is a live stream or not. Like, you see it, you come in, you don't, oh well, till next time, you know. Yes, there is an Instagram for this channel, same username, TolgaEastCoast. Its link is right on the video description. All new videos will carry that link. Also, follow the Lego channel, MiamiBrickbuilder. There will be a video going there soon. Possibly, I am considering transferring some content from the past 2 years to that new channel. So let me see what I have on my hard drive. I have Tampa show footage from 2016. That would be a great kickoff. I also have Summer Watch, but that's rail fanning. Thank you, guys. So I'm checking out my new follower. I'm very glad I fixed my iPhone's problem. So what happened was, if you ever get a phone that has an open exposed charger port, make sure it's clear of any lint or any fabric that seeps in from your pockets, because what will happen is over a period of time it will accumulate and make the connections to the ports for charging and for music very loose. So once you account for those, once you take care of that, it's going to feel good as new. So I feel like I have a new phone again. But that's a random tip for me for mobile phone usage. And in that case, I'll just leave it here. So thanks for participating in this live stream, making it fun. You know how to reach me and reach all my accounts. I sound like a foreign investor. I think the split to 2 YouTube channels is going to be great for the future of things, because that way the main channel remains focused on trains and rail fanning, and then the other Lego channel, everything will be focused there. So there'll be no confusion. So you won't have one group of YouTubers be confused with seeing some random train show video pop up, and vice versa. So everybody will have a place to find content, a very special targeted place. It won't be mismatched. You won't have to search very hard to find content. I think it's going to be great. And I would like to, of course, grow with you guys on these channels. So thanks again for participating. See you guys soon. Peace out.